We are back with more of our 8th annual Today's All-Star Thanksgiving, and we have brought back some of our favorite chefs and their best recipes and some tips that they've shared with us over the years. At the bottom of the screen, you will see the QR code. So don't worry, we have a new tool where you can just save not just today's 20 recipes, but all the recipes we have on the show. How about that? So let's get to our next 5 chefs in the lineup. We've got Ayesha Nurdjaja. She's the executive chef of Shuka here in New York. Spinach noodle casserole. Tell me about this.
Well, this is my mom's recipe, so I want to give the credit where credit's due. But there's 3 things you don't leave the house with: your keys, your lip gloss, and your onion soup mix.
Yes,
that's it.
That is so true.
That's what you need. That's what you need.
Oh my gosh, all moms from the 70s. Yes.
2 eggs in the bowl. We're going to put our onion soup mix in here, and this is the real kicker. This is your dairy creamer for your coffee.
Oh, like half and half or something?
Yes, this is not the time to use the pumpkin spice.
No.
You know, I want you to have a nice Thanksgiving. So you just whisk this up, and in the bowl here, we have egg noodles that we've cooked with a little bit of butter and some spinach.
Okay.
My mom uses frozen spinach, but you can use fresh, whatever you'd like. Okay. And then you mix this up, which is like the custard mix.
Oh, wow.
And we pour it right over.
That is so easy.
See this? Simple. 1, 2, 3.
That's it?
You get the onions and everything in there. If you wanted to decadent it up, you could chop some mozzarella in there, finish it in the oven, and get the nice crispy edges.
Look at that. People will be like, you're speaking my language. Onion soup mix, that's so easy. Ayesha, thank you. Recipes online. Darnell Ferguson, who, of course, we know, Super Chef Family Cookbook. Sweet potato mac and cheese when 2 great tastes get together.
Yes.
Since the Reese's peanut butter has this been so good.
This is the side dish that becomes the main course.
Oh.
You know, so if you want to steal the show, this is what you do for people.
Okay, let's hear it.
You know, it's that sweetness, but not overly sweet. We combine it with the bechamel, we mix it together, but there's a lot of complications when making mac and cheese. You know, you got to make the sauce, you got the noodles, you got to bake it.
Yeah.
So what I want people to do this year is, you know, do your sauce about 5 days ahead.
Okay.
Freeze it. That way, when the day comes, you can just warm this whole container up in a little water. Boil your noodles the day before. Boil them in milk, though. You know, take a little back a little bit from the prehistoric days.
I like that.
Boil it in milk the day before. Or it gives a little bit of that dairy richness inside of it. And then when the day comes, you just got to mix your sauce with your noodles, with some shredded cheese, put it right inside your baking dish. You know, you can even render some bacon and then toss some breadcrumbs in it, put it right on top. You know, however you like it.
All right.
You know, but this is like the ultimate mix when it comes to mac and cheese, when it comes to dessert, when it comes to savory. This is it.
Okay, so your sauce kind of has that sweet potato in it. Okay.
Sweet potato, maple, cinnamon, all inside of it.
Okay, love it. All right, thank you, Darnell.
Are you ready? Let's move it on. We've got Priyanka Naik. She's the author of the Modern Tiffin Cookbook. Okay, I'm pumped about this one. You've got a cranberry sauce, but it's got a special ingredient. What's cooking?
Yes, so I'm making an Indian-inspired cranberry sauce. Darnell said his is going to be the star, but this is the real star.
Okay, throw down.
So we have some fresh cranberries in here. They're simmering with some orange juice and some tamarind paste, which is a key ingredient in this, as well as some red chilies. We're going to need some heat in this because the tartness of the cranberries can sometimes be too overwhelming. So you want to make sure to balance that with the warmth of the chilies. We're also going to add some brown sugar for some depth and some raw cane sugar because I like it a little bit sweet and spicy, as well as a cinnamon stick and some cloves. And you can make this ahead. You could literally make it today and store it for up to a week in an airtight jar container like this. And it's really so good. I just simmer it for a little bit under 10 minutes. And you let those cranberries burst, and then you let it come to room temperature, and then put it in your jar.
That may be the star of the show. She may be right on that one, Priyanka. But
We'll have to see this year. Write your comments, please.
Darnell wants a rematch.
Yes.
Okay, wait, but hold on. In the game is also Will Coleman. He's in the house, the chef and founder of Plated Studios.
Yes, ma'am.
He's got cornbread, but not your everyday cornbread.
Of course not. I'm not your everyday chef either.
This is cheddar cornbread. Show us.
Yes, we have a cornbread base right here, the buttermilk, the eggs, the cornmeal. You know all the basics. Store-bought is also fine, but I'm spicing it up with some cheddar cheese, some smoky bacon, spicy jalapeno. Also added some scallion if you like. But I'm here to let you know to have fun with some cornbread today. You can do mini right here for some little hors d'oeuvres as your guests come in, or regular size for the meal or breakfast like you recommended, which I loved. So you just scoop it in and you have a beautiful dish to serve with your main course. I don't want no competition. I'm here to have fun. Serving cornbread.
By the way, that looks lovely. All right, but You guys, we all know Christina Tosi. Martha, we know her very well. Christina is the chef and founder of the Milk Bar. Anyone who's been to New York has been to your place. Sweets is where my heart is. What do you got for us, Christina?
Well, you know, we don't do anything traditional at the center at Milk Bar, so I brought pumpkin pie bars. What I love about them is they start with this really great one-bowl wonder of what we call pie crumbs. So it's the same ingredients, butter, flour, sugar, salt, a little bit of cold water. You reserve some of that for the top, and then you press the rest just into a 9x13 pan. We all have this stress about making the perfect Thanksgiving dessert.
Yeah.
The perfect Thanksgiving pie, but why not break that a little bit? See beyond the roll.
All right.
So once half of that pie crumb is in, you take some pumpkin puree. There's a little bit of sugar, some egg. You can add spice to it if you want. Get in there, Hoda.
Okay, so you just
help
lather
me
it
prep,
all
cook
on
it up.
there?
That's it. You spread it across a 9x13 pan.
Okay, and then what?
And by the way, then you take the remaining crumb that you have and you leave it on top for texture, for color, get a little caramelization of that butter.
Hoda, don't you want to try one?
I mean, get in there. And the best part is if you're not a pumpkin family, maybe you're sweet potato. Will and I were talking. Maybe it's sweet potato and marshmallow. Maybe it's a gooey cinnamon apple, some caramel, whatever it is. Add it all, a mode, some whipped cream. You know we got pumpkin on the menu at Milk Bar.
Oh, this is insane.
What a start.
Chefs,
Really
thank you. So yummy. You can scan that QR code on the bottom. Get all of the recipes that you see here.
Yeah, don't stress. It's going fast, but it's all online. Coming up, we're going to hand things over to our next group of Thanksgiving All-Stars. They're ready to serve up their best recipes. Let's go. But first, this is Today on NBC.